Ready? Yeah! Hey everybody, welcome to Whiskey Cinema. Woo! I'm your host, Dan Holsworth. Sitting next to me, my main man, the most superfly pimp I know, co-host of the Whiskey Cinema podcast. Keep it going, Brandon Rich.
Hello.
No.
Woo! Hello, everybody. I am excited. If you didn't know, that's a little Snakes on a Motherfucking Plane spin-off.
My main man.
There.
Oh, yeah. Kenan Thompson giving Samuel L. Jackson, Special Agent Flynn, a big hello over the intercom of the plane. In case you don't know, this is a serious problem.
There's always jokes on that plane.
Today, we're going to be talking to you guys about the one, the motherfucking only, Samuel
Jackson.
Dude, Samuel Lawrence Jackson.
Not Lawrence.
Samuel Labyrinth Jackson, because his mind's a maze. You can't figure it out.
That is true, but it is Samuel Leroy Jackson.
Is it really?
It's Leroy Jackson.
Oh shit, I like that. Leroy.
Well, my wife got that right. Samuel Leroy Jackson. That's the most redneck name ever. What? No way. Like, she did not believe me. It's true, the Leroy is kind of a rednecky name.
Hey, to be fair, he was raised in Tennessee. So,
well, there you go. He's definitely not a redneck. He's one of the most badass people I know.
Motherfucker!
Well, absolutely. I don't know personally.
Me and Brandon are super stoked to be talking about Samuel L. Jackson. We had to narrow down the 27,000 movies he's been in to a couple that we wanted to talk about. We've just put a couple in this entire bookshelf.
Yeah, I had to pick a few. It was tough because I own like 500 movies. And he's been in all of them.
So what we did was narrow down to the 3 movies he hasn't been in. And in honor of Samuel L. Jackson tonight, Brandon's idea, what are we drinking?
I figured it was fitting. We're drinking an Adios, motherfucker.
Adios, motherfucker. Woo! Single-handedly ruined the word motherfucker for me.
Oh, he made it better.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to jump into it. We're going to go into one of the more recent movies.
Let's get it. Let's get it going.
He's got a movie coming out, I guess. Glass. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know it, it's the sequel, or whatever it is now, because there's 3 of them. It goes Unbreakable. There you go.
It's a trequel.
The trequel. It goes Unbreakable.
Bam.
Split.
Badoom.
And then the new one, Glass.
Splink.
He's not in Split, but he is in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, they just kind of, you didn't even know.
Yeah.
It's all done by M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. And he did a movie with Bruce Willis back in the day that made his career, which was The Sixth Sense. Then he's like, dude, I want to jump into this idea of Bruce Willis, where like superheroes do exist, and Bruce Willis is this like super strong, athletic guy.
You can't die. You can't get hurt.
Can't get hurt. He's super strong. Yeah, he's durable, and
so he's John McClane.
So he's just Bruce Willis, and the whole thing's about balance. So he's super strong, super tough guy. The balance of that is Mr. Glass.
He falls down, he'll break every bone in his body.
Super brittle bones. His body's not that strong, but his mind is off the charts. Smart, super smart guy. Watch Unbreakable. Definitely watch Unbreakable.
It is a really good movie. I watched that recently the other day. So good.
Yeah.
Well done. It ends like there's going to be another one that he waits 15, 20 years.
All right, let me tell you something about Unbreakable. We jumped into it. Patton Oswalt brought this up on a thing I saw. Unbreakable, the guy's name is Mr. Glass. That's his name that the kids called him because his bones break. He makes all these natural disasters.
Yep, mudslides,
to
fires.
see if people survive them. It's like thinning out the herd. He's like, I want to see who would survive a mudslide. So he'll make a mudslide. This guy miraculously survives. They don't bring this up, but when they walk past the office that Mr. Glass is in, he's done all these natural disasters. There's like 6 or 7 newspapers.
That's how the movie ends. So it ends with Bruce Willis going up there and saying, like, I'm in, like, I believe it, all this. Yeah. Like, he just saved 2 kids from a killer who killed their mom and dad. And he goes, Mr. Glass. And he's like, I've spent my whole life looking for you. And then it just kind of pans to all these newspaper clippings that he's hung up, like mudslide in Tokyo, fire. And if you listen, he brings them up. He's like, there's all these natural disasters. No one survived. Your husband gets in a train wreck, which it shows that pulled up, and he kind of connects it. Like, he caused that accident.
Right.
So he causes all these accidents to find the hero to his villain.
He's trying to find, like, it's an interesting idea. The villain's like, we need more heroes. So I'm going to find heroes by making disasters where heroes will survive. Then I'm going to help train them and teach them and all sorts of stuff. Slowly he realizes, oh, I guess I'm the villain.
Yeah.
I must be the villain because I'm doing all these terrible things to find a hero, so the hero has to take me out. And but I was saying, in those newspaper clippings, there are, like, miraculously survived.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that survived those things he did, but they never, like, touch on him for that show, and then now he's making all these sequels, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
And then, they tie just Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson in a diner. Like, you hear about this story? Credits!
Yeah! He's just like,
shit. Oh, finally! We're going to get into some Mr. Glass.
Also, you had no idea that Split was tied to that universe.
No, the whole movie, they never reference it that I know of. I've watched it twice. I gotta go watch it again, I guess. Which isn't a bad thing. No. I love that kind of homework. I love having homework for this job.
It's fun. That's a great one. Glass is coming out, which is the trequel to those. It has James McAvoy, who plays the schizophrenic guy, who's got, like, his body alters himself.
He's got, like, I don't even know, 26 different personalities.
Excuse me, senora. Like, he starts acting like that.
He's a woman.
Are you trying to go to the window and escape with all of them?
Yeah, he's Hedwig.
Hedwig, the little kid.
And then, of course, he's the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he just possesses, like, superhuman strength. All this, like, he kind of seems like he's Wolverine a bit.
Dude, or, like, let's go Sabretooth. You want to go, like, crazy killers?
Absolutely.
He's, like, eating people's, like, raw meat. Crazy. See Split, see Unbreakable, see Glass coming out soon. I'm excited for it.
God, me too. I know some of our listeners are. We got some comments for a favorite Samuel L. Jackson role. I know at least one person who did.
Yeah, we had a couple. Plays a good villain. Plays a very good villain, Samuel L. Jackson.
Good villain. And, just like, was it Kingsman?
He plays Valentine.
Yeah, he plays another
Valentine. Kingsman's a very good, underrated action movie about, like, spies, British spies.
Yeah. It's got, some guys in it, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Some guys. It's got some guys in it.
It's got Colin
Firth.
Not Firth, yeah. I was going to say Farrell.
Colin Farrell?
I was going to say Farrell.
I'm good looking.
It's got Colin Firth in it, it's got a great action scene in it. The church.
Oh, they got a couple. The church is one of my favorites.
So what Samuel Jackson's plan is in this movie is he gives everybody free cell phones.
He plays like an evil Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, and he puts a device in these cell phones that will make people go crazy. He's pretty much Thanos. I mean, it's a pretty much Thanos plot. Mm-hmm. He wants to just let people kill people.
So what the thing does in these cell phones when he activates it, it takes off, like, your moral compass. And it makes you go into a crazy, violent killing spree. Whoever's closest. Yep. So you have, like, he does it in, like, a church in, like, the South. And it's just, like, 40 people randomly start killing each other. And then you have the spy that's there, who's trained to kill. Awesome fight scene. Really amazing.
Yeah. There's a woman who has swords for legs?
Yeah.
Come on, that's pretty badass. Right?
Blade Runner right there. Literally.
Yeah, it's really good. And he, like, picks certain people that he wants to survive. I want to make sure you survive. Come on down, like,
he's taking, like, the rich. He's doing, like, kind of like Hunger Games a little bit.
Yeah,
a little
he's taking them to, like, this island where they're not allowing the cell phones and all that. Yeah. So they'll be untouched.
Yeah.
Eventually they'll go back to the
What's the name of the kid in it who's playing in Robin Hood that's coming out soon?
I can't remember his name.
Do you have Kingsman?
I do have Kingsman. It is not up there.
Yes, it is.
On the cover then.
Fuck off.
While he does that, it's really good. And it's like a James Bond movie. I actually prefer this over James Bond.
His name's Kevin.
Kevin?
It doesn't say Kevin. His first movie, they must not have even shown it. It is. It's a new age James Bond for people that grew up with James Bond, where he's just like kind of a suave, cool guy. This is a kid that gets taken as like kind of a street hustler in London, and then he gets like drafted into like secret spy school. Then he gets like thrown into the middle of it, and it's good. It's a really good movie. It's fun.
Yeah, one of my. It's so underrated, really.
You need to see it. Kingsman 2. Definitely see Kingsman 1 though.
Kingsman 2 is not bad. It's not nearly as good as the first one.
No.
It didn't leave me crying. I was like, oh my god, that sucked. It's not Hangover 2.
Right.
But, I mean, not nearly as good.
I was going to say something, too, that Samuel L. Jackson does in it. He had the lift where he talked the whole time. He's like, I'm here to talk this, but I don't really like violence, so I'm gonna have to go figure something else out.
Does he get squeamish over violence in that whole movie?
Blood? Are you crazy right now? I'm gonna go wait in the car. Meanwhile, like 50 people kill themselves. He's like, I can't even watch this right now. It's your plan, dude.
Yeah, she cut someone in half with her super cool razor blade
legs, dude.
And then she goes and gets a towel and covers him up because she knows that he's coming in.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the most polite henchman right there. You know what? God, I want her on my squad.
Dude, I want some henchmen. I want some considerate henchmen.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
And you're not considerate.
If you won't want to see this, just put it like on the wrong spot on the floor.
I tried to cover it.
I covered a stain on that. There's a decap. Sorry.
Someone spilled red wine right here.
Something he did that movie when he had his list, too. That was not discussed. That was not anything that they talked about. He just started doing it right before they started. They're like, okay, and action. And he's like, so let me ask you a question. And cut, why are you doing that? And he's all, so I was thinking about it. I thought about it on the drive over here. So this guy's super smart, right? And what would make somebody drive to become so smart, so successful? He was teased when he was younger. And I thought I could be teased because he had a lisp, and that would really drive him to do that. Director immediately agreed. He did it the whole movie. It was really good.
So he took the Mr. Glass approach.
Yeah. He's like, I know how to
become smart.
I know how to play a supervillain.
One person flicked me and almost broke my spine.
Oh,
two.
So
they're
cool.
making another one too. The third one.
Are they really?
The guy whose name we can't figure out isn't even going to be in it.
Trucker. He's got a stupid name.
Yeah, he's not going to be in it though.
Oh, is he? He might be checking out early. Smart.
He said he's interested in doing more. They're just, I don't know where they're going with it. I mean, like, second one didn't do great. It's like
Channing Tatum's
movie. Yeah, not a whole lot. Like, he's not a main character. I mean, of course you're going to say Channing Tatum's in your movie if you flash his face.
Come on.
Like, the Deadpool 2 says Brad Pitt's in there.
Some butts in the seats. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely put me in the seat.
Yeah. Which I was in his seat. Very good playing that guy. Valentine. Awesome that he just randomly did a lisp.
That is, bro. But that makes him a really good actor. Even though he's in every movie and he's bound to have some successes, he does bring good acting to the table.
We talked a little bit about Snakes on a Plane, talking about like weird roles. Weird roles he's taking.
Because I watched that again. I was like, all right, I gotta watch Snakes on a Plane. I don't remember that movie. I thought I was maybe put in the wrong movie because they spent so long not showing Sam Jackson. They're not on a plane, which I get. They have to build up to the plane. And I'm like, I thought this movie was a
Change
goofball.
your title!
I thought this movie was a goofball Snakes on a Plane movie. I forgot so much about this when I went to go buy it. I was like, what would that be? Would that be horror? Comedy? Turns out it's in the action.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to kill this person on the plane by, was it a coffin full of snakes that he put
Yeah, they like spray the Lays with pheromones for all these different kinds of snakes.
That's so funny. What a neat way. Yeah, they're like checking your shoes for like fuses and stuff. That box has 100 live snakes in it.
Well, I think, when you're a mastermind criminal like that guy, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That movie is funny. I remember when I was in high school, I Love Soap shirts were a thing. I Love Snakes on a Plane. They had shirts that people would wear. Like, in disbelief that someone could make this movie. So funny.
And woman... Oh, you go.
No, I was going to say, so he watched this the other night, and he sent me a little clip of it, and there's a scene where he's fighting a snake.
That's right.
And he opens the microwave and throws it in there and shuts it, and then clicks some buttons, and it starts, like, fricasseeing the snake. And he froze it, and one of the buttons on the microwave, like baked potato, popcorn.
Yeah, like some microwaves have popcorn and all that. Like, you want a defrost button? Just click this.
Yeah. One said snake.
They had their own snake button. When you want to cook your snake perfectly to explosion.
Like, just 3.5 minutes, set on low.
It didn't take that long for that snake to explode.
Well, he didn't hit the snake button. He didn't want it perfectly cooked.
That was his bad.
Dude, so funny.
I just got to clean that microwave. Yeah, like a guy, two people in the bathroom, Mile High Club, having sex.
Sure.
And it shows the snakes. Oh, God. They kill a cat in a cat cage. And it was a goofy little scene. Like, the cat backs up, the snake slides in. You just cage just starts rattling.
Sure. Low budget.
Oh, my God. And then, a
you
guy...
see the snake walk, or the cat walk out. What's up, bitches?
Right. A guy and a girl go into the bathroom and start having sex. Oh, getting freaky.
So you're saying in another part, another pussy fought another snake.
Exactly. None of those two won. She got bit in the titties.
Oh.
I think both
Did he
of them.
suck out the poison? Maybe it's a different movie.
Well, he ended up getting killed too somehow. I don't remember how he got killed. But I was like, all right, they killed a woman by having the snake bite her titties. Next person to die is taking a piss.
Oh.
And then it just goes, the camera goes between his legs, and you see the snake rising up, and he starts shaking, and just pees hitting the snake. The snake's like, what the fuck, man? And then just bites his dick. And I started like, oh! And the guy's like, ah! It's on my dick! Oh,
no.
And I'm like, oh my god. I was like, alright, they've killed it. A snake goes up a woman's dress, and she's sleeping, and she's like, oh, yeah, oh. You're just like, Jesus Christ, this movie is a classic.
Snakes on a penis? Snakes on a pussy?
It's snakes on your privates. Sick and tired of these motherfucking
snakes on your privates. It's just going after like whatever thing you take you want to protect. This one got bit in the neck. Lucky.
Right. It's a cornball action movie. Good. I mean, not his best, but God, you'll enjoy it. Like,
well, you won't be bored. That's the only thing I hate is when I'm bored. Like, come on, man. You're not bored through this movie. You might be like, come on.
I definitely know. I'm like, you gonna scream? It's on my dick. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is. But I mean, yeah, there's parts in that movie that aren't great. But
he's had a couple that. He's had a couple billion, but like Lakeview Terrace is done. The Negotiator. A couple movies that aren't really worth bringing up. Changing Lanes that are very kind of middle ground, mediocre.
He does a movie. He does like 8 movies a year, so we'll talk about him again, and eventually we'll bring him up.
What was it? Like a well drink that we're talking about?
Yeah.
It's like well drink movies. Like they're like you'll watch.
No, he's like the house drink. I would give
a house drink. He's a house drink where you're watching a movie in a motel. You got some drinks. You're killing time until you go out to go to your party or before you like go to a show. And you're watching. You're like, this is fine. I'll watch this. But then he's got some class.
He does. And let's just start talking about those.
I'm
excited.
Hit me.
We'll talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. Maybe not his particularly, but Star Wars franchise.
Oh.
Yeah. Love Star Wars.
Didn't know you were going that way. Okay.
I know you did. I saw it.
I was like, Deep Blue Sea. I'll wait a second.
Yeah, well, I thought we talked about that. When you want to just watch a movie that's on TV that you don't care about, and you want to watch a great death scene.
How dare you?
Every time I watch a shark movie, I do think of Deep Blue Sea.
Well, it's the only good shark movie.
Get out of here! Whoa! Shark just
We're not gonna give up! We're not gonna give
yeah, he's in Star Wars.
Mace Windu plays Mace Windu.
Yep.
Most badass motherfucker in the galaxy.
Yeah, he's even got a different color lightsaber.
Yes, he does. He's rocking a purple lightsaber. Mm-hmm. The only one you will see, by the way.
I am jealous of it, too. I love purple. So.
Do you know why he got a purple lightsaber?
Why don't you tell me and all of our Whiskey Cinema viewers, all 2 of them.
Thanks, Mom, and me watching it. So he's signs up for Star Wars, stoked. You know, nerdy guy, likes that kind of stuff.
Who doesn't?
And he says, hey, while you're in there, give me a purple lightsaber. He says it to George Lucas. And George Lucas is like, yeah, we can't give you a purple lightsaber. And he's just like, if you have to pick a color, pick purple. It's his favorite color. He tries to wear something purple or have something purple in almost all his movies. He wears a purple suit in Unbreakable. He has a purple hat in Black Snake Moan. He wears a lot of purple stuff. And purple lightsaber. And he came back, and George Lucas was like, hey, you know what I did for you? He goes like, what? He's like, I got you a purple lightsaber. He's like, really? He's like, I don't think we'll use it, but I got you one. And they let him use it, and he had it in the thing. And he also carved BMF into the handle of the lightsaber.
I want that lightsaber.
What does that mean? What does it stand for?
Bad motherfucker.
Badass motherfucker right here.
Or meatloaf.
Bad meatloaf. Bad meatloaf. Check that shit out. Awesome, though. I mean, awesome.
Yeah, he does really good. Dies.
He also made fun of the new Star Wars for their lackluster fight scenes in The Force Awakens. He said, those fight scenes
I can see that. Like, I love The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
There's not a Star Wars movie I don't love, if we're not including the prequels.
Well, that's what Mace Windu was, though.
I know. The third one, episode 3. I almost said 6. Really good. It's one of my favorites. Episode 2, not so much.
Mace Windu, he's already a badass. There's already been more stuff talking about him. Samuel L. Jackson's in every movie, literally, even if it's 1,000 years in the past or 1,000 years in the future, he's still gonna be in that fucking movie.
There's a trailer for one of his movies. It's all, he's been a cop. He's been a Jedi Knight.
Whoa.
But he's never been the man. I'm like, what? Yeah, he's the man in every fucking movie. Did you not hear yourself say Jedi Knight?
That's the one with Eugene Levy?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We don't need to talk about it, but I just thought that was funny. I was like, he's been in a lot of things.
Oh, okay. Something we could talk about. I think it's called Formula 51. He plays like a drug dealer that's in a kilt, and he's a Scottish black guy, and he has a... Have you ever seen that?
I have, but I don't remember that movie at all.
We don't have to talk about it at all. But in Samuel L. Jackson's contracts, because he's one of the most highest paid actors of all time for the amount of movies he's been in and for the amount of money he gets per picture now. He puts out like 2 movies a year.
More like 7.
Still. Well, 2 you've heard of.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he has in his contract, there has to be a golf course close by that he can go golf at. Whenever he's filming a movie, he loves golf so much.
That is true. He does love golf.
I was like, fucking A, man, that's pretty badass.
I'd love to play golf with him. I'm not good at golf, but
there has to be a bar on set.
That would be my thing. There's just got to be plenty of alcohol.
My character must be hammered.
I don't care.
You're playing a firefighter. That'll be fine.
I'll drink in my trailer. Just give me alcohol.
Yeah, loves golf. That's one of his things in all his contracts is that he has to have a golf course nearby. And I'm like, make those fucking demands, man. That's funny.
He's earned it. He's been in a lot of classics.
You're a badass motherfucker.
And he keeps just coming out with new classic movies.
Like what?
Well,
Pressure.
Not only does he have Glass coming out.
Yes, he does.
He will be in Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is Nick Fury.
Yeah, right there.
We're going
to talk about Marvel now.
Yeah. Plays Nick Fury. Yeah, Captain Marvel is coming out 4 months?
A couple months. I don't know the exact date for that, but it is coming out next year. So that's already 2 movies he's in next year.
Dude, yeah.
And we just scraping the beginning of the year.
Oh, and how about voice acting? He was just in Incredibles 2 as Frozone. Yeah.
Oh, where's my super suit, woman?
Woman! Don't you woman me! That's every relationship. Hey, you don't talk to me that way. If I have to, I will. That's fair.
Right? You get stirred with your wife? She doesn't get stirred with you. She just tells you what's up. She's like, stop. Sorry, babe.
Listen, I apologize for the tone of my voice and loud. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. I'll ask him to leave, and we'll discuss this later.
Could I make you some dinner and maybe go get you some flowers? I'm so sorry.
Watch me tell this bitch off right quick. I'm sorry. Right?
I told her.
Hey, man, that's more than I would have done.
She won't be bothering us anymore.
Every friend I've ever had, like, just tell your wife to shut up. And I'm like, okay. Did you tell your wife to shut up? No, don't be stupid. I don't tell my wife
I do that too. I'm like, just tell your wife. No, you tell. No, I'm scared of my wife. So am I.
We're all scared of our wives, but we think you should be tougher with yours.
There's still hope for you, I swear to
God. Yeah, Frozone, Incredibles 2. That was a sequel that I thought was I was so impressed by.
Yeah, we both really enjoyed it. It picks up right where the first one left off.
Yeah.
Literally right where it leaves off.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well done. They didn't take shortcuts. It was like 15 years later.
Yeah, they tell you at the beginning of the movie, hey guys, this has been a long wait. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, really?
I mean, and it was completely worth it. I mean, I still wish it was coming out earlier.
Of course. I mean,
but that's me. I'm selfish. I don't care. I'll say it.
Well, I feel that way about everything. Well, you ever get done with the show and you're like, sweet, man, how many more seasons are there? Like, there's only 2. Why the fuck did you get... Dude, I did this with stand-up. I really liked Mitch Hedberg. A friend of mine got me to Mitch Hedberg when I was really young. I was like, this guy's great. Can we go see him live? He's dead. I was like, you're dead to me then. Don't get me interested in somebody who's dead, you bastard. Yeah, but Incredibles 2 is very good. The wait was worth it. They even say that on the movie before it starts. Sorry about the wait, but it is worth it. And you're like, dude, I agree. Well done.
Yeah, this is a really good movie. He's really good in it. I mean, what's he not good in? I don't know. But he kills it.
You're talking about Marvel, though.
Yeah. He's done Nick Fury in a lot of these Marvel movies. He was in Civil War.
Yeah.
People praised the shit out of that movie, rightfully so.
Yeah, played Nick Fury. He's brought together all of the superheroes that you watch now, really. I mean,
yeah. He started S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, I don't know if he started, but he's a part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, so research stuff for this guy and stuff I've heard. And so He's a fan of comic books. He's not a super huge nerdy guy, but he was walking by once and he saw a picture of him on a comic book. In the Ultimates, they made him Nick Fury before he ever played him or anything else. And it's a bald black guy with an eye patch and a goatee. And he saw it and he goes, "That's me." And if you ever see a comic book, like, it's drawn better than his actual face. That's him. If he robbed someplace or attacked somebody, they would draw that face. So he called up Marvel and goes, "What the fuck? You guys can't use my likeness without ever asking me. I'm going to sue you." That's what he said. He goes, "You made me into a character, you didn't ask me. You can't do that." And Marvel, kind of panicking, not wanting to get sued by Samuel L. Jackson, because it was a lot of issues were out. It's already an established character. Said the only reason we did that is we're going to start a Marvel universe and we want you to play Nick Fury in the Marvel universe.
You know, I often said Iron Man. Tony Stark looks a lot like me, but I mean, just me saying.
I always thought Batman. They just added hair and dead parents.
I'll kill him. I think that's 2 episodes in a row now I've said that. I'll kill my parents to become Batman.
That's nice of you.
I'll do it. Gotham, here I come. I'm your new savior.
I'm your new savior. So he threatened to sue them. They said, "No, we're actually going to make a Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we just wanted to use your likeness because we're planning on using you for the movies." Samuel L. Jackson's like, "I'm fucking down. That sounds great." At the time, Marvel had no intention of doing a Marvel Cinematic Universe. They just didn't want to get sued. So they essentially kind of lied and then started looking for movies they could make, which turned into Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
Oh, so everybody says he started it.
No!
But really, Sam Jackson, once again, being just paving the road for everybody here.
God damn it, dude. And, like, not even kidding, if that's, like, what really happened, he created billions of dollars in the Avengers, almost revitalizing superhero movies.
I feel like he's earned that golf course by this.
That's actually like telling everybody, like... So, the moral of the story is just threaten to sue people and you can make
And always draw your characters like Samuel Jackson. All you artists out there, draw your characters.
He's walking by, he's like,
patch.
"Why the fuck does Garfield look just like..."
We're going to make a Garfield universe starring you.
I'm down!
I definitely would be. I want that money, though. So...
Anybody that sees Garfield thinks he looks like him, you need to get a CAT scan. Yeah.
He doesn't look like him? I don't see color.
Thank you. That's nice of you. That's because you're colorblind.
Touche. I walked right into that.
So let's talk about Jurassic Park. Samuel L. Jackson. If you don't know, in the original Jurassic Park, Samuel L. Jackson's, I don't know, like an IT guy?
Yeah, he's not a huge part. He gets on the computer. He's got hair, little fro, glasses, no eye patch.
Cigarette hanging from his lip.
Always.
He's like trying to fix the park. Let me try to change the power over from section C over to here.
I assume he says, "Let me try to change that motherfucking power
from this motherfucking Triceratops." Yeah, Jurassic Park's, of course, super famous movie. He's in a lot of these movies.
Yeah, he may not be the biggest role, but he's in them, and he does play roles. You're like, motherfucker, that's Samuel L. Jackson.
That's right.
And you'll walk in like, so yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Who else was in that movie? Oh yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio and some other people.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is that
I don't know any of these other people. Robert De Niro, maybe, I guess.
Will Ferrell. What was that? Mark Wahlberg.
Mackie Mac.
That's right. Tying to the other guys.
Wasn't it? He said about Jurassic Park, you don't see him die. You just see his arm draped over the girl, and then she turns around and the arm's just hanging off because it's just his arm.
Yeah.
And you don't ever see him die in that movie. You just see his arm there. Highly assumed that he died. But he said that there was a scene they were supposed to do while they were in Hawaii where he gets chased by raptors and killed by raptors. Hawaii had this huge storm, destroyed their set, and they said, "Don't worry about it, we'll just figure it out." So... they just do the arm scene and they just leave it to your imagination, which works fine.
I was gonna say, that's a classic movie. I don't know many people who haven't seen Jurassic Park. They're still making Jurassic Park movies.
Yep.
So obviously that worked in their favor, even if they did that scene, and it ended up being not good, which I don't see why. Samuel L. Jackson, Raptors,
dinosaur DNA.
I mean, yeah, he would have killed that scene, but they still worked it out perfectly.
Yeah, and I like it that they didn't show it. I mean,
yeah, you don't need to show every kill.
Dude, it was terrifying. It was scary. I mean, you're like, oh
I
yeah.
don't want to go that far.
You weren't scared by Jurassic Park? The raptors scared me.
That raptor scene in the kitchen got me a little.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Because that was
How about when he charges from the like, he's trying to shut the mirror door, no, and then he just like runs to it head first. And I was like,
that was pretty cool.
Spielberg.
Spielberg's a classic.
Yeah, he's top shelf. You're looking at top shelf when you look at Spielberg.
He's probably like beard again.
No, Brandon.
I'm saying he is top shelf.
Whoever directed Con Air. Top shelf.
Top shelf. Oh my God! Give them every award every year.
Beer and a Con Air. Yeah, Jurassic Park. He was in. That was one that he was in a classic movie. Do you want to get into his most classic-y one?
Oh, please.
Okay, he was in Django Unchained, and
Django.
I love Django.
God, me too.
I love Django.
It's one of my favorites. If you haven't seen it, first of all, why the fuck not?
Please do.
Quentin Tarantino is the director.
Him and Tarantino and Samuel L. Jackson are in. He's in most of his movies.
It's like Adam Sandler and everybody else in his movies.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, they're all in his movies.
Kevin Smith.
But it works so well, those two.
Yeah, really. I mean, they just understand each other.
Yeah, they know. Like I may not be able to make Samuel L. Jackson my main star. Like he puts Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz.
I love Christoph Waltz.
Oh God, that's his best role.
Very good.
But he's
I don't know, Glorious Bastards? You didn't like him as he won an award for it.
He won an award for Django.
Oh, that's true.
So, yeah, those two were great together. That's just it. He's not a prima donna. He's like, I don't need to be the star. You can tell he kind of just loves making movies, and it shows, especially in Django. He plays I guess he's the house slave.
Yeah, he plays the house slave, the guy that's the movie's about. It's in the Southern times, there's slavery, and Leonardo DiCaprio plays Candy.
We'll just say
Candyland. He has a lot of slaves, and Samuel L. Jackson plays like I don't know what's going on, and then
he plays like the house slave who's just lucky to be in the house, and he's
like, listen, motherfucker, this guy's up to no good. He's like, you don't know. Yeah, I do. And he turns out he's really smart, and he's pretty evil, too, and Django's a good movie. All of the parts played in Django are really done. Even the girl does a great part in it, even as his wife, Brunhilde.
Yeah, that's right.
She climbs up the mountain.
They want to do Mandingo fighting.
And Mandingo
Christoph Waltz's character does. Brutal. And he and his he doesn't call him a slave ever.
No, he's like his consultant.
Yeah, that's what it is. They go to check out a Mandingo fighter, and they just want to get into that house so they can save Jamie Foxx's wife.
Yes.
Because
she's a slave, and Jamie Foxx is essentially freed by Christoph Waltz, who is a bounty hunter, because I need you to identify these other two bounties I'm after. Would you know them? Yes, I would. So he frees Django to find him. When he helps him, they kind of become friends. He goes, I'm going to go find my wife. He's like, if you help me do these bounties, afterwards I'll help you get his wife. And so they work together to go to Candyland, which is like the worst place in the South. It's like Mississippi or something. That's like the worst place.
Sounds like an amazing movie when we just talk about it. It's even better on screen.
It's very good. Definitely check out Django. Samuel L. Jackson plays a dirtbag, but it's so good. It's definitely a good movie.
I think they offered that part to Will Smith. The Django?
Yeah, they did, and Django didn't want a part of it because they say the N-word. They say the N-word like
a lot,
maybe like 150 times in it. And he's just like, come on, man.
Quentin Tarantino does not shy away from swearing.
No,
They have the KKK in there, and I mean, sadly, you do laugh with the KKK. They do make you laugh.
Well, it's funny. It's like people are like, you can't make jokes about that. And you're like, well, hear a joke and decide if it's funny or not.
Quentin Tarantino do
Him saying he can't see because the eye holes are messed up and the eye holes aren't big enough in his mask. He's like, I can't see shit in this thing. And he's all upset.
Plus, it's Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill
as is one of the KKK members.
Yeah,
and it's like Tarantino's just got that like. Everybody wants to work with him because he's so good.
Yeah.
I'll be a KKK member for 5 minutes. Just complaining about
that.
Did
anybody bring an extra mask? No, nobody brought an extra mask. I was just asking.
Don't ask me or mine for nothing.
It's so funny.
I love that movie. One of my favorites. God, it's so good. Quentin Tarantino, though, I can't go wrong. I mean, Pulp Fiction. Oh my God.
Oh.
I don't know the quote he does in that beginning of that movie. I don't know it by heart.
Oh,
you look like you're ready, but I don't know if you know it.
No, I don't. It's fantastic. A guy at a party once that I was at just started saying it, and I hung out with him all night. They're like, dude, that guy. And you will know his name is the Lord when I lay my hands upon thee. And you're like, oh shit.
He quotes a Bible verse. I assume that's what it is.
Yeah.
Not a religious guy. But God, it is an amazing scene. He has come out and said, like, people stop him on the street and say, hey, can you say that thing? And he did in Pulp Fiction. He's like, people have it as their ringtone, which, why the fuck don't I? Quentin Tarantino, one thing I said, Quentin Tarantino, Samuel L. Jackson, they make gold.
Yeah, and then also, it's just like the thing we always talk about. You're working with your buddies. You have a good part. Yeah. You like hanging out with this guy. Throw him in the mix.
That's why Whiskey Cinema is good.
Because we have our producer's Jordan. She's doing great.
Yeah, she's killing it. She's really the glue, and we just kind of sit here with someone we hate.
Do you know some alcoholics? Me!
She didn't have alcohol.
Pulp Fiction. Dude, John Travolta, Bruce Willis.
Big cast. Uma Thurman.
Thurman.
Huge when that movie was made.
Oh, God. I mean, amazing. The whole movie's fantastic, all these different parts. You'll notice even the girl that is the drug dealer's girlfriend, you will recognize from stuff.
Yes,
all these small parts. Eli Roth plays the guy that robs the diner.
Yeah.
He plays Jules something. His name's Jules.
Yeah.
With that crazy, like, solo wig he has on his head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, God. I love the beginning. I love how the movie starts. John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson in the car. Talking about, I don't even really remember what they're talking about. They're talking about cheeseburgers over in France.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, they don't call it a quarter pounder and
they don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese. They call it a Royale with cheese.
Like, you know what they call it? Or Royale. And then later they get, I can't remember the guy's name, in the back, Marvin.
Yeah.
And Marvin's like, you know what they call a quarter pounder in France? He's like, and he just thinks, like, is it a Royale? He's like, hey, look at the brains on Marvin.
He uses the fact that he just learned before he kills everybody in the room and does his awesome Bible quote. And eats his big kahuna burger.
Set my righteous fury upon thee. Dude, so good.
Yeah, I never wanted a big kahuna burger more.
Big kahuna burger, that's right. That's a good burger.
That's a tasty burger. Yeah, he can do that. He can play a character where you're like, all right, well, this guy, obviously, well, maybe he'll shoot up. He might shoot up. All right, he's going to shoot the whole fucking room. Everybody just stay calm. You're just, oh, God.
Then he turns around. Say what again?
Right?
Oh, God. That scene when he has the guy, he goes like, what does Marcellus look like? What? The guy's just so nervous. He's all, what? What? What country are you from? What? What any country I ever heard of? They speak English or what?
That's right.
What?
What does he look like? Does he look like a bitch? Then why are you fucking him like a bitch?
Marcellus Wallace only likes to be fucked by Mrs. Wallace.
That scene is, I mean, it's seriously, they start that movie off perfectly.
Yeah, really good.
That's one of the best openings.
That'll stand the test of time. I think Pulp Fiction will.
I do too. I think a lot of Quentin Tarantino's movies will. But we're not talking about him today.
No, I was going to say, another one he did that came out recently is The Hateful Eight, which didn't get as much press because somebody hacked in and released the script, so he was all bummed about it and wasn't going to make it because everyone's like, I already read the story. So he did an open play thing, which is he had all the actors he wanted to cast in the part, Kurt Russell and Channing Tatum and all these big name actors.
Samuel L.
Jackson. Read the parts. Read it out loud. So it's kind of like me and Brandon are doing. They're all sitting at a desk facing a crowd. Read it. Everyone was setting applause. It's like, okay. By the way, this whole movie can take place as a play because it takes place in a cabin. The whole movie does. So it's a really neat idea. It's a good movie. I really liked it. And I'm a big fan of Kurt Russell. He plays well with Samuel L. Jackson.
That big-ass mustache.
Oh, that's right. Poof. God, dude. Just fucking rocking
I just shaved my face. Regrettable. But, God, he's got a mustache. I need to go trim off just, a little bit, and I'll have enough.
Oh, dude.
I'll look normal. Get a little grayer.
You're like, didn't I just see you with a shave? How do you do that?
I'm pretty good.
You gotta be a man.
I focus.
No, not you. Yeah, Hateful Eight. Pulp Fiction, he works a lot with Tarantino. All those movies are really good. I mean, we had to talk about Pulp Fiction, though.
Yeah. To be honest, Hateful Eight, not my favorite.
Okay.
You can't make gold every movie. I mean, Spielberg's had some misses. To me, I never finished it.
Okay.
I never did. I'm not gonna lie. I never finished it. It's not that I don't want to finish it. It's just it wasn't great enough to me. Like, oh God, I gotta get back there and finish. I just got busy. Like I don't know. My wife came home. I don't remember what it was.
Well, the runtime for Hateful Eight, I think, is like 2 hours and like 40 minutes or something. It's really long. It's a long movie.
Longer. It's not as long as this other new movie coming out next year, Avengers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the part 2 for the Avengers. It was the runtime like 3 hours and something minutes.
Yeah, it's easily the longest Marvel movie.
I like everyone's reactions too. They're like, "That's a long movie." Then one guy's like, "Hey, fuck you! I hope it's 9 hours long. Then this is 9 hours of my movie I want to watch."
I had a buddy.
Turn that shit into one season on Netflix.
He posted that. It's like, oh, it'll be 3 hours long. I'm like, all right, still a little short for me. Boost up that time, please.
Yeah.
Come on, I don't want questions.
Do you want an old timey like plays with the intermission in between like 3 hours?
I'll take an intermission, please. They did it in Godfather. Let's just do that, but make it longer. Give me 3 intermissions. I'll sit there all day. I'll pay $20 per.
They have like chargers for your phone. Just sit back. They take orders for food.
I was gonna say you can't have a phone in the theater.
Oh
fuck! You're that person.
I do hate those people though.
Me too. But yeah, that's 3 movies right there. He's got coming out next year.
Fuck, that is. It's just 3, and
yeah, that's
might have more.
2 of them are Marvel movies. One's not. So he's gonna have another non-Marvel movie.
I'm sure he has a couple. He's done a couple. I was gonna say I talked about Negotiator and stuff, but which is more actiony and thriller, and Hateful Eight is comedy and of a whodunit. But he's actually done some comedy roles that are really funny, and
yeah, he does really good at that.
He's a good guy to bounce jokes off of.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorites he's done recently that was kind of overlooked was Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds.
Is that coming out next year? They're making the second one.
No, they are not.
They are making the second one.
Jesus
I don't know
Christ.
if it's coming out next year. If it is, there you go. There's 4. We've just thought of 4, but it might. They definitely are making a second one.
God damn, Sammy, how much money you need, bro?
When I said we'll do another one, I meant in 3 weeks. Because he's got 40 movies coming out.
And you're like, he's making Hitman's Bodyguard 3 in the following month.
Yeah, they're on Hitman's Bodyguard 40, and also they're making a Pulp Fiction 3.
Hateful 9.
Hateful 9. That was a good one. I watched that recently for our Ryan Reynolds episode. I missed it in theaters.
Yeah.
I was like, we're doing Ryan Reynolds. I gotta watch this. Plus, it's got Sam Jackson in it. Come on. He is good, and he does keep up with Ryan Reynolds, who does comedy.
Dude, that's a hard thing to do. Keep up with Ryan Reynolds, like, comedically.
He's Deadpool for a reason.
But Samuel Jackson, he has a different brand to it. Like, he's all upset. He just starts singing louder and louder while they're driving. It's so fucking funny. He's like, shut up! Just shut up! And he's just sitting there like, oh, I don't... He can sing pretty good. He doesn't sing that bad. He sings in Black Snake Moan, by the way, too. And he learned to play guitar for Black Snake Moan because he's a goddamn professional.
I assume he already knew.
No, he learned for that role. He learned the guitar. As long as it was near a golf course, he said sure.
Right? Because I'll play while I golf. Only.
I'll just hit another birdie.
I assume all his hits are holes in one. Just like his movies.
Yeah. We're talking about sequels. Oh, because Hitman's Bodyguard.
Hitman's Bodyguard. Yeah.
And another one that's really funny, and it's one of your favorites. I'm surprised you haven't brought it up. What's one of your favorite comedies?
Con Air.
Con Air. He played the plane. He's quite an actor.
Goddamn. One of his, I would probably go The Other Guys.
The Other Guys.
Which I did kind of bring that up.
Oh, did you?
A little bit, not too much. We were talking about it, so.
The Other Guys takes
Will
on
Ferrell, Mackie Mac,
and Dwayne The Rock Johnson before he was gigantic.
Yeah.
Where he's fighting skyscrapers and living in giant monsters, or vice versa.
And living in video games.
They take the role of the badass team cops, right?
Yeah.
They take the role of SWAT, which is the movie he's in.
Yeah. Which actually is a pretty good movie.
It is a good movie. I like the movie too. Michelle Rodriguez, I think. Jeremy
Renner is in it.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Is an early Jeremy.
Hawkeye and Nick
Fury. Yeah.
And Colin Farrell probably play.
He played the main character.
Well, I mean, he'll play a superhero too. Play Bullseye. There, all tied together.
He's in movies.
Regrettably. takes the idea of two badass, played by their own rules, loose cannon cops, played by Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock. And they're the kick-ass action cops.
Absolutely.
Right? They walk in, Will Ferrell's like, sit your ass down! You sit down! Don't you applaud for me? He's like, he just takes on his camera, takes pictures, like, these guys are characters.
Yeah, Will Ferrell plays, the accountant or something?
Yeah, he plays like a guy that's really good with numbers.
And Marky Mark plays whatever Marky Mark plays in every other movie. The angry guy.
He plays the angry guy. He plays the guy that was a cop that accidentally shot Derek Jeter.
That's
because
right.
had his headphones in when he's walking into the
Yeah.
Freeze!
He's like, I yelled, stop! Shot in LA, they lost the World Series.
Yeah, something like that. He's like,
And then
everyone
he
hates
lives
you.
in New York, so everybody hates him. I love one of my favorite, one of the funniest death scenes. What are you thinking? Aim for those bushes as they're about to jump off the building?
Aim for the bushes.
And then they jump. There are no bushes. They land on the street.
They jump off of a roof in slow motion, and they follow him go down, and then you just see them hit the ground, and they're dead. They die.
They die.
They're sitting on a roof, and they do a thing like, we always do this. And they jump, and I aim for the bushes is still a joke that I can say.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim
Every
for
time
the
I
bushes.
jump. I don't care if I'm jumping off the back of my tailgate. I'm like, aim for the bushes. That's a high jump for me.
And then it turns into the two, like the third stringers have to become, like, the super cops.
Yeah, and it was unexpected for me. Even as a big fan of that movie, I was expecting two huge stars to just die.
Jump off?
Just stupidly. You're just like, why? Like, that's what they say. Like, there were no bushes. Why'd they jump?
So funny. But that's why it's called the other guys. They had to bring in the other guys. You're like, hey, who do you want to take down this crazy sex trade ring? You're like, all we have is the other guys.
Yeah. They don't want the two most badass cops.
No.
Are they that badass, though? I mean, they jump
The
from
Rock?
bushes. I don't know why you got offended The Rock. I would take Sam Jackson.
I mean, too.
He don't die.
What?
Well, I mean, he dies in a lot of his movies.
Unless there's a shark
Don't
nearby.
put sharks by him.
He don't die? Dude, his first, 10 rolls, that's all he did.
Don't put sharks or Jamie Foxx by him.
Or anyone with a gun, dude, he's famous for dying.
He doesn't.
Dinosaurs?
Well, when you're in 1,000 movies, you're gonna die at least 200 of them.
Dude, True Romance, he has 2 minutes, then he gets killed.
That's right. That's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only in it for 5 minutes. He's in a lot of movies for 5 minutes.
Another movie, cop movies in, is Die Hard. Die Hard is probably, might be the movie that I actually, because I saw Die Hard before Pulp Fiction, that was probably one where I thought, this guy's really good, I really like him.
I liked it too. To me, Die Hard, an amazing classic. Everybody knows that. Die Hard 2, flop, not bad. Die Hard 3, though, people just overlooked, Die Hard 2 kind of sucked, right? Yeah. You don't need to overlook it. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Die Hard 4 is also really good. Die Hard 5 can go fuck itself. 6? I don't even know if there's a 6. There might
I was
be
going to say, listen, Rocky 15, okay? I know that wasn't good.
No, he found the plot. He's like, I have a loophole here. We're not going to do Rockies anymore. We're going to do Creeds. They got Creed 2 coming out.
I'm going to be in this one, too.
Yeah.
You want to get up, kid, or you want to stay there?
Die Hard 3 is a really good movie. He plays a store attendant who finds Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah.
Which I won't describe with the sign. Pretty much says,
I'll describe it.
I hate blacks, is what it says.
In different words.
In different words.
Yes. And he's doing it, in Harlem.
Yeah, he's got to go to, Harlem, something like that. One of those.
Yeah, a place you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, where, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg come from.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard their songs. I can only assume.
Straight out of this town!
So he kind of goes and tries to save him. Dude, you need to get the fuck out of here.
He's like, as soon as these guys turn around and see you, they'll just kill you.
Yeah.
And he has to do it because if he doesn't, the guy's going to detonate a bomb or kill innocent people. He's like, I have to be out here. And Samuel L. Jackson saves him. And then the terrorist guy that's making Bruce Willis do all these riddles, like an evil Riddler or something.
Yeah.
Says well, he's in it now too because Mr. Good Samaritan has to help you because he saved you. So now he's in it, or the deal's off. So him, Bruce Willis, who's McClane, and Samuel L. Jackson are now having to go through and do these riddles and shit, or he's gonna blow shit up.
And he's hesitant. He was like, "I'm not fucking helping you. This is the cops' work. I'm just a guy who owns a store. Get the fuck out of here." You're just like, he's got points. Why are you roping him to? And Bruce Willis is like, well, I mean, those kids in your store today that you were trying to help out, they'll fucking die. You're like, Sam, help him out, man.
I love to a point he said, like, as soon as he picked him up, he's like, my store's getting fucking destroyed right now by those guys because I'm helping you. And I was like, that's so goddamn true, dude. He's like, dude, I not only you're like, oh, thanks for risking your life. My livelihood's being burnt to the ground right now.
They need to pay him for all the work he did. I don't know if they did, but they need to pay him.
They should let him golf at any golf course he wants to that's nearby. They should make that a deal.
That's an underrated movie right there because everybody's just shit on Die Hard 2 and it's like, I'm not going to watch Die Hard 3. You should. It's a really well done movie.
I think, I would. If nothing else, it's not like... So I don't want to shit on Die Hard. I know that you have a huge boner for it.
Well, Die Hard, we'll talk about Die Hard on our Christmas episode.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a Christmas episode, guys.
That's right.
Right after Brandon decides what we're doing for the next week, we're going to do a Christmas episode, which would be awesome!
You mean 2 weeks from now? Because next week we got a DC episode coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's right, DC.
And we got our first special guest coming on.
Oh, that's right, we got a special guest coming on. And we don't tell you who, but his name rhymes with Smash.
Exactly. But right now we're talking Sam Jackson still.
Samuel Jackson. Samuel Labia Jackson. He's really great.
But what about that, that movie he was in with Eddie Murphy?
I don't know.
Coming to America?
Oh! One of his first roles. Yes,
that's right. I know my shit here.
Okay.
Mainly because Danny told me before the beginning of the podcast.
I
didn't know that one.
I'll say he did, though, yeah.
Small role comes into... Is it Whack Arnold's, I think?
No, it's McDonald's. So
That's
it's not
right,
McDonald's, it's MAC's like, the camp tools because...
Yeah, they flipped the golden arches.
This shitty dad that's like trying to like come up on a buck by like pretending to be McDonald's but not paying them for a franchise.
That's right.
These things do pretty well, to be honest. He has like a nice house.
Absolutely. He's in that. Comes in, he robbed the store or tried to?
Yeah, with a shotgun.
Yeah. And then you don't see him again.
He comes in, he yells like Samuel Jackson does.
That's
motherfucker.
I got a motherfucking shotgun.
And then like Eddie Murphy's like slowly like twisting off the mop handle so he could use it as like a crazy African like fighting quarterstaff or something.
Who'd have thought at that time the guy robbing the store with a shotgun would become the bigger actor today than the main character?
Especially at that time, Eddie Murphy
blew up.
God.
Yeah.
He was the best in stand-up. He had he was Samuel Jackson at the time. He had like 2 or 3 movies coming out every year. All those movies were hits.
I was gonna say they were all good. Then he did some shitty movie. Like I don't know. It's like not Mrs. Doubtfire, but Dr. Dolittle. He started doing the sequels to those.
Yeah.
And the sequels to Nutty Professor.
And you're
just like,
well, he got busted for that tranny prostitute he was with, and he was doing a movie about Holy
Who
Man.
hasn't?
Well, the problem was that he was doing a movie about a really religious guy who was just so nice and uplifting in a town where it's really shitty, like New York, where Jeff Goldblum's like just trying to take advantage of him. And then he got busted with the prostitute, like the same time that movie came out. It just fucked him up. It ruined the message of the movie. It'd be like if Benedict Cumberbatch got caught not being a Grinch.
Sorry, I was pouring more alcohol. My favorite thing to do?
Oh.
Other than drink it.
These are all those motherfuckers. What's in them, do you know?
Yeah, alcohol. Tequila, rum, vodka.
Yep.
My blue carousel has alcohol in it.
It's pronounced carotene.
That's what it feels like.
It's really good. I've always had them and they put like a cherry in it, and then you have like 2 of them.
I was fresh out of cherries.
And you're hammered. Like you're just annihilated.
Yeah, I'm on my second one here. I've refilled my thirst. It's really I'm on 2.5 here.
Yeah.
I just said thirst one, but...
My first one? I don't know. I'm trying to think of some more Samuel Jackson. I mean, it's hard not to think of any. He's been in a bajillion.
Just did another remake right here, Kong Skull Island. What do you think of that one?
Right. I actually like Kong Skull Island.
Goldman?
I don't know.
Jeff Roseanne Dad?
Goodman. John Goodman.
Roseanne. He was in it. Loki. Tom Hiddleston was in it.
John Roseanne Dad. Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I was right on that one.
John Roseanne Dad's friend.
Yes! I said Loki first. Loki. He was in it. I honestly thought I saw they were making another one. And I really enjoyed Peter Jackson's King Kong with Jack Black. I get it was long. You can say it was a little boring.
Was long.
I get that. To me, I was like, I thought it was a really good
The scene with the bugs when they're in the canyons and they're eating people?
Yeah.
Rough. I was like, ooh, God, no.
Peter Jackson is long movies. He's got another one coming out. I'm sure will also be 3 hours long.
God, I can't remember the name of that one. It's like where cities are on wheels and they're rolling through.
Really good.
Is that Emily Blunt in that one too?
I don't think so. It looks like her, but I don't think it is. It is Viggo Mortensen, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen.
I'm in.
No, Hugo Weaving.
You're a bitch and you lied to me.
The guy who plays V in V for Vendetta.
The Matrix, he played.
Agent Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He's in quite a bit actually, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about a great actor.
Yeah, I really like Kong. First thing I said when I left that movie was, it's funny that they brought back a giant gorilla from that place. And they're like, perfect. Well, that's over. And I was like, well, not really. You had the whole thing. The old one was, this island just had King Kong on it. Like, wow, that's crazy. King Kong's here, right?
Yeah.
And this new one is like Monster Island, where it's like everything there is killing you.
Godzilla, Mothra, attack King Kong,
or as I call it, Australia. And
you guys are living in a scary place.
2 giant bats. Like everything in there is terrifying, despite the fact that there are dinosaurs running around.
Yeah, I don't get why that island. Everybody's like, let's go to the island shaped like a dead person's head after years and years of decay.
Dude,
let's do that.
It's so funny. You're like, you know what you need is the giant monkey. You're like, okay, but also any of the other things would do.
I know, right? There's a T-Rex. Those are extinct, right, guys? We want the monkey. All right, have you guys not seen Planet of the Apes? He could take over the world by himself. Well, whatever. Let's give him a gun while we're at it.
Commission a gigantic Tommy gun. It'll be adorable. Yeah, it's so funny. But I saw that and I was like, well, they'll immediately go back to the island because it's full of random monsters.
Yeah.
Which is what these guys are. Now they'll be prepared. Instead of going like, well, I have 900 traits of chloroform because I was planning on Cos being a whole continent, but instead of that,
all you need is a woman he'll fall in love with.
And do some like pratfalls and juggle and.
Yeah. I was a little bummed. I was like, another Kong movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like the Peter Jackson one. This one's still to me, it's not as good as the Peter Jackson one, but I mean, it's not like a bad movie at all. But that's also my thing. I like that kind of crap.
Sure, it's kind of like a better version of Rampage we were talking about earlier, Dwayne Johnson. But it's a better version. It's monsters fighting. It's a little bit of a better story.
He's kind of turned.
Is John C. Reilly in that?
He is, yeah.
He plays the guy that's been there for a long time.
Yeah. Honestly, with Step Brothers, he's in Step Brothers. You guys know him.
Absolutely.
He's that actor who always acts in Will Ferrell movies that you can't name. I was at a movie the other day. They were talking about Sherlock Holmes coming out. She's like, "Who's that guy?" He's in Sherlock Holmes. With Will Ferrell coming out. He's in Step Brothers. I was like, John C. Reilly, guys, give him his credit.
Absolutely.
But no one ever does.
I realize like the more we drink, and like towards the end, I try to do impressions. Like Stallone is just so shitty. Like slurred impressions will be like a segment of the show.
Best.
John C. Reilly? Like, who are you, Fozzie Bear?
We're like 58 minutes in this episode. I filled this thing up 3 times. I'm not sober anymore.
You're probably ready to do some impressions.
No. All right, I got it. Sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. That's Samuel L. Jackson.
That is the worst Mr. Glass impression I've ever heard. My bones aren't good. Come on.
You got anything else, man?
Just towards the end, everyone makes a joke about Samuel L. Jackson saying motherfucker.
So that's why we did Adios, motherfucker.
Do you know why that motherfucker says motherfucker?
Like me and thousands of viewers.
Okay, so this is your water cooler fact of the day. Samuel L. Jackson had a terrible stutter when he was a kid. Wanted to get into acting. He wanted to be a marine biologist, and that just didn't work out, so he got into acting. He had a speech impediment that made him stutter.
Okay.
He stuttering Stanleyed every time he talked. His speech therapist said you need to have a word that helps you balance out your mouth. It has a lot of different syllables. He chose the word motherfucker. So he says it a lot. He says even when he's filming now, if he starts feeling something come on, he'll say it even if it's under his breath to himself. He'll say motherfucker. So if you see him in a thing go, motherfucker, he might have just been wanting to say it.
Yeah.
So there's a reason. You're like, do they write that in all his characters? No, they don't. He likes saying it. It helps balance him out.
Yeah.
And that's why he says motherfucker to help him with his stutter.
So stop making fun of him.
Yeah!
Or do.
Yeah!
I mean, come on, it's his catchphrase now. He knows it too.
Absolutely.
He'll add it in, even if it's not for that. That's what makes him great. He is a cool, relaxed guy. I feel like, once again, I've only met him like a handful of times. We've hung out like
I've heard that. I hang out at every golf course near where they're shooting movies and just hope we
That's
get
what
into it.
I find out where he's shooting.
Do you need a caddy?
But he seems like he's a down-to-earth guy. He doesn't care all that shit. I mean, he's successful. He's doing what he loves, just like we are. I mean, we're drinking.
Well, I liked him too. Something he said. They asked him about being like one of the most high-paid actors that does movies and stuff. And he's like, "I've been poor. Being rich is way better.
I'm still trying to get there. I've been poor. Still getting to that rich part.
I want a golf course near me. Can I play for free or just want something?"
Right. That's a great. I need that in my contract. Where's our producer?
Yeah. Well, we're getting alcohol. I guess we can't complain too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson is my motherfucker. Badass motherfucker. That's what it says on his wallet. That's what it says on his heart.
That's what it says on his lightsaber.
That's what it says on his lightsaber. Samuel
Absolutely.
Jackson. Awesome. Love that guy. Fantastic.
We were going to do it eventually. And so excited we did. I love Sam Jackson.
He's top shelf as well.
So many movies. So many great movies. God damn. He has a lot of... I did not realize how many great movies he's in.
Well, for one thing, he's in a billion.
Well, that's fair.
But he has been in some fucking great ones.
Movies I love. But
how can we not talk about him?
Yeah.
How can we not?
Long overdue, really. We should start with him.
Well, we'll come back. Yeah, it'll be Samuel Jackson Part 15 later.
Absolutely. He's, like we said, he's got 3 movies coming out next year.
It would be like
that we know of.
And it'll be like our scenes talking about Rocky 15 and then...
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it for me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Cheers. Adios, motherfuckers, to you guys.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next week for our DC episode with our special guest. And just thank you to Samuel Laska Jackson.
Absolutely. Leroy Jackson.
Leroy Jackson.
That's good.